here today at Mike and Gary's graves. I just got here a few minutes ago and they were doing lawn service out here, so I had to wait in the car for a little bit. Then I got out and put the flowers for fall on there, and little not pumpkin, but skeleton looking lights, whatever they're called. So, you know, those lights that, solar lights. Oof, brain fart. Anyway, I was out there for maybe 5 whole minutes, okay, putting these flowers and these solar lights in, and I thought I was going to pass out. It is so hot out here today. I literally thought I was going to pass out. It is 95 degrees here today. Feels like 105. It's really bad, and there's no wind whatsoever. So I'm in the car with the air conditioner blazing on me. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and turn my spirit box on inside the car. It's less noisier in here than it is out there, between the road construction and the lawn crew that's out here today. Plus it's extremely hot. And I just always like to run the spirit box for a little bit while I'm here. And so I'm going to go ahead and do it from the car this time. And as you know, they can talk to me no matter where I'm at. I don't have to be here. But since I am here, I had to come into this area for other reasons as well, for appointments and stuff, and decided to come by and decorate and do a little spirit box session. So I'm going to go ahead and do it, but I'm going to turn the air down just a little so that the air conditioning doesn't interfere in the footage. Alright, and I've got my rempod set up in the seat next to me. Hopefully it'll go off. I've asked them to come sit next to it, and there's a car. Strange car sitting back there. A couple cars. Okay. Not sure what they're doing. They're just kind of sitting back there. Alright, they're taking off now. So let me turn the air down a little bit. Hello, Mike and Gary. Hi there, guys. Are you here with me? Hi. I miss you guys. I love you guys. It is so hot out there. Did you see me putting those flowers on your grave? Do you like them? They're very pretty, aren't they? You guys love fall, but I'm going to bring something next time for that big cross in the middle, and I'm going to decorate it up quite a bit. I didn't think to do that today, but I'm going to put some new ribbon around it. So when I arrived here today, there was a whole bunch of dragonflies surrounding my car. I filmed a little bit of it with my cell phone. I don't see them. Well, there's one right there. Well, there's two. There's two of them. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there are two. But they literally surrounded my car. I don't want that guy thinking I'm filming him. But they surrounded my car, which I thought was really cool. Was that you guys letting me know that you saw me? Was you welcoming me? So what are you guys doing today? Say hi to my mom and dad for me too, and let them know I miss them. And all my friends that I've lost, lots of them, that I've lost over the last 7 or 8 years. Can you guys say your names one by one, who all's here? Sounds like there's several spirits here. Can you say your names one by one? Can you come sit over here in this seat? Make the rempod go off for me?
What?
You guys love the fall flowers I put on there? Can you say my name so that I know that I'm definitely talking to you guys? Is there anything you'd like to tell me or say to me? Were those dragonflies from you guys greeting me today? There were several of them. Christina, are you here? Would you like to say something? Your daughter had another baby. She had a little girl. What can you tell us about the other side? What is it like? And do you guys like it over there? Gary, the guy that helped me plan your funeral and pick your spot is now gone too. He's buried out here somewhere. He was a super nice guy. A super nice guy. If you were here right now, what would you say to me? Are there any messages that you have for the kids? Any messages for Heather? Well, I can't wait to hear what you guys said back. I hear quite a bit of stuff coming through. We miss you guys. Well, I will talk to you guys more at home, as I always do. I don't have to be here, I know that. I see that someone left some coins on your gravestones. Who left those coins? Whoa, I heard the same thing come out of there twice. Can't wait to hear what that said. Thank you so much for talking to me, guys. I love you. Love you guys so much and miss you every day. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. A lot of stuff came through. I can't wait to hear what all came through there. And hopefully the air conditioner didn't interfere too much. I don't think that it will. Let me turn this rempod off. Especially with the spirit box running, it might be hard to hear the air conditioner. Anyway, I think the long guy might want to get over this way. I've seen him look this way a few times, like he might want to come over here, so I'm parked. I couldn't park in my normal spot because there's a bunch of trucks back there parked. They're doing a lot of construction, but I will take you for a little ride through the cemetery. Let's go. Let's go so you can see the cemetery. I know I've probably filmed it in the past in the daytime, but not lately. So I'll just kind of take you for a little ride through here. It's a beautiful cemetery. They're getting ready to bury someone right over there and over there, it looks like. You know, I have a friend that lost a son probably about 35 years ago, and he was buried out here. And I'll never forget what she went through and the feeling that I had about, God, I hope I never have to go through what she just went through. Here I am, all these years later, my son buried in the same cemetery. It's just kind of weird thinking about it, you know, because I remember that day, I remember the funeral, I remember everything. And of course this was a much smaller cemetery back then. There's hundreds, probably thousands more people buried out here now. But they have a beautiful mausoleum here. I actually kind of wish I had put them in the mausoleum. Hindsight's always 20/20. And that's actually where I'm thinking of having Heather put me when it's my time, and she may move them there as well. That is something that we have talked about, because that way we will all be together. Okay, looks like there might be a funeral going on over here or something, so I won't go that way. There is a lot of graves right there. A lot, and they've got them all like bunched up together in that area there. It's very pretty, but they're very close together. And then the cemetery office is right around this corner. It looks like they've purchased the land now back here, and they've got it all groomed and looking pretty. It looks like when they cleared it, they left a lot of the nice oak trees and stuff. And they've cleared it for future people to be buried here. It's all cleared. I think I saw one grave out here somewhere. Let me see if I can find it again. Seems like there was one person buried out here in this huge area. I don't see it now. Huh. I'll go this way because the other way is where the office is. I could have sworn there was someone buried out here. wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. And there's a little turnabout here. I don't know why I thought there was somebody buried out here. It seems like I remember seeing one grave out here. You never know, we might even see a spirit walking, hanging around somewhere out here in this cemetery. Sometimes it's really hard to see them in the daytime though, but they're there. They are there. And it doesn't have to be nighttime to catch something on, for paranormal activity or to catch a ghost on camera, but it's sometimes easier to see them when it's a little bit darker. This guy's probably like, why is she filming me? Turnabout here. Now you'll get to see the other side of the cemetery. This is a beautiful area right here. I absolutely love this area right here. It was a lot more expensive to bury someone right in here. That's why we had to go to the other end of the cemetery. It was just so much more expensive, and I had a very small life insurance policy for Gary, and I did a payment plan on the spot next to him. I was paying $30 a month after Gary died for the spot next to him because it was a couple $1,000, I believe. And then with every intention of one day me being buried there next to him, and then a couple of years later Mike died. So at that point we went ahead and chose to bury Mike in that spot since I was already making payments on it, and then we ended up paying it off so that we could bury Mike there, because we had to pay it off in order to bury Mike there. You can't make payment plans on something and then bury a spot and then bury someone in it. They just, not, at least not at this cemetery. So that's what happened with that situation. And look at all these. Wow. Just rows and rows. I mean, all the way. Oh gosh, it's so bright out. Just rows and rows of graves. Now on this section of the cemetery, and just like the other one back there, you can have tombstones that are sitting above the ground. Okay, I kind of like those. I do. I like those type of tombstones. But when Gary passed, you know, we weren't prepared for this. You know, it's not something that we were prepared for or we were expecting, and you know, we were devastated, so we just did what we had to do and did what we could do at the time. And I knew that Gary didn't like crowds. He hated to be around a lot of people. He didn't care for too many people. You know, he just kept to himself a lot. Kept his circle very, very small. I should have learned something from him. But anyway, I knew that he liked being alone, so I decided to pick that spot right there. And that was one of the reasons why I picked that spot. Right over here by this wall, because it was such a private spot. Oops, I don't want to put the camera on that dude. The lawn dude's over there in the The lawn dude's over there in the shade right now. The lawn guy's over there, parked now. Not too far from their grave. He was waiting for me to get out of the area, I guess, before he went over there and finished up the area. But anyway, I don't want to keep the camera pointing over there. I know I have dark tinted windows, but he might see me with a camera and be like, what is she doing? Anyway, so that was the reason why I picked this particular spot, was because I just wanted to, you know, honor him with the way I know that he lived his life. And he didn't like to be in crowds. He didn't like to be in the center of attention. He didn't like to be, you know, surrounded by a whole bunch of people. So that's why we put him in this corner back here, which, love the spot. Love the spot, absolutely love it. Because it's kind of private back here. But now that they're doing all this construction, I mean, like, look at all that. They got a portalet set up here, tractor, water truck, all this stuff. They're, you know, building onto this overpass, and they're just doing all kinds of stuff. It's been a 2-year project so far. So it's very noisy out here. That's why I haven't been doing too many videos from here, is because when I do come here, it's extremely noisy. So I haven't really been able to do much. Even when I came here at night that time, what, about 4 or 5 months ago, I guess it was noisy even at nighttime because of all the traffic. And this is a bigger city than where I live now. So there is a lot more traffic and a lot more people in this area right here. Had I known I was going to be moving out of the area when we buried him, I would have chose to bury him closer to where I am now. But you know, we didn't know. I knew that I wasn't going to be able to stay in that house, and I knew I had to get out of it because of what happened there, but I just didn't know where I was going, you know. I knew I wanted to move up that way closer to Heather because she had already moved up there. But a lot of my friends were warning me, don't move up there, don't move up there. There's a bunch of bad news people in that town, and you know, it's just not very good people in that area. Just don't move there. And so I was very reluctant on moving into that area, and Heather was having some regrets moving in that area as well. She was having some issues. Somebody tried to steal her dogs back then. I mean, it was just one thing after another, you know. So, you know, we both kind of wish we had never moved up into that area. But we both don't regret leaving this area because of the fact that it is just so overcrowded. And it's even worse now than what it was when we lived here. And if any of you live in Pinellas County, you know what I'm talking about. I was born and raised in Pinellas County, and so were my kids. It's just grown so much. I mean, back when I was a kid, there wasn't hardly anything here. It was a very rural area. And it was a growing area, but very rural, very country-ish, you know, hardly anything around. So, anyway, it's a little history, a little story about, you know, my life and what happened and why things are the way they are right now and why they're buried here. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I'll see you on the next video.